Hi there. Hello, everyone. How y'all doing? How's everybody doing today? It has been a couple of weeks since I've been live. Couple of weeks. Oh my gosh, what's going on? Don't tell me I'm on my personal page again. I don't see myself out here. I hope you guys have been enjoying the creativity today. There I am. I haven't been able to watch, so I will have to watch some of the replays. All right. Okay. Well, this is exciting. I have some stuff setting here to do. Hopefully something fun. Probably not anything new for any of you, but maybe we'll see. It was new to me. Well, I knew about this. This is the first time I've done it, and I have some examples, and then we'll make a fun kind of interactive element for a journal. First, though, hey Linda. First things first, we are going to thank you, Christy. Hi, Lori. Hey, you guys, thanks so much for hopping on and joining me. Hi, Pam. So happy you guys are here. Hi, Anne. I'm going to have to go back and watch your replay, Anne. Hi, Lisa. Oh, thanks. I got it cut. And so, the curls are just, they're just popping. Curls are popping with I got all these layers put in it. So, all right, you guys, let me go ahead and switch things around. Boop. There we go. So I thought we would do some bubble paper because, hey, thanks, Christy. I'm hoping it'll be easier to deal with, and I won't. I put it up on top of my head all of the time. That's all I ever did, and I was so over it. So I got one of those fancy razor cuts. Hey, Jeanette. You guys, I'm so excited about the meet and greet here in just, 2 weeks from today. Jeanette, Christy, Callie, Linda, so many fun people. I don't know who else, if there's anybody else on here that's coming, but I'm super excited. Okay, so these are, first of all, have you guys done this before? The bubble paper. I then went and did it on some green paper, which it's kind of hard to see. I mean, it does have a little bit of coffee on there. I did it with coffee. And on an envelope. You are? Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one. I had seen it before, but I had just not ever done it. And I was like, I got to give this a try. So I got my nice vintage Tupperware, my little vintage Tupperware. And this has, oh my gosh, because I don't, apparently it doesn't work with the power spray stuff. And so you have to use actual dish soap for this. I mean, there might be some other soaps you can use. I don't know for sure, but this is what I heard. And so I grabbed that old thing out from under the sink. And let me get some paper. I haven't tried it on this rice paper yet, and I love this paper. I just love the texture of it and everything, so I want to try it on this as well. And this is green and this is coffee. And the reason this is green is because I was trying to get different distress inks to work. Originally by accident. And it wasn't really showing up, so I just kept adding more ink and more ink and more ink, trying to get it darker and darker. And so this is what I ended up with. Okay, let me move these lids. Y'all don't pay any attention to anything you see back here. This place is an absolute disaster. Okay, let's do the coffee first because this has pink on it. And so what you're going to do is blow bubbles. And this is also how you know, hi Sue! This is also how you know whether or not you have enough dish soap. And this is instant coffee. And I did use warm water, but only because, you know, instant coffee it just, you know, it works better with warm water. That's the only reason. Okay, blow bubbles. Get them up above your rim, and then you just touch your paper to those bubbles. And it leaves the mark of the bubbles. And it is, it doesn't take long to dry, right? Because it doesn't really get, Lori, it's like my chocolate milk, right? It doesn't really get wet. It doesn't get all that wet. So, but you can really see the shape of the bubbles. Isn't that fun? I love it. Who's all gonna get their Dawn, you know, or their dish soap out and do this now? Right, Capri? That's right. My mother may have given up on me about that. At, you know, at 55 years old, I suppose I can. But yes, when I was a kid, she would have been she would have said stop. If I wouldn't have listened, she would have been rolling her eyes at me. But I would have never in a million years done something like that, like in a restaurant. Hi there, Rhoda. Good. I'm glad you're gonna do it. I'm glad. Okay, so this straw, I have a bunch of those silicone straws, and when my grandkids are of an age where they have those little cups, I always cut the straws, you know, cut them short, and so I just used one of those short straws. Working with bubble wrap. Ah, that's funny. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Josephine. You know, I hesitated because I know that this is a conversation we've had before, and I forgot. Okay, so let's do the green on the pink. I think this could be interesting. And like I said, you know, because it's not like coffee dyeing where your paper just gets so wet, you know. Okay. I green and pink is actually one of my very favorite color combinations. So Josephine, what is your business name? Where does it come from? Christy, I got green because I kept adding ink to soapy water, and it wouldn't get dark enough and it wouldn't show up. It wouldn't show up. And I just kept adding and it just ended up green. I'm coming over here just because I want to see, make sure. Oh, your grandma and your father. Okay. So is this a business page? I went over here to see if I was following you, but I do not see. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Okay. I wanted to make sure. So my daughter's name is Hannah Ray, and she's named Ray after my dad because his middle name is Ray. Okay. Do 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 do. Okay, let's do some other kinds of paper. I did that green paper. I have just some regular copy paper over here. And then I also have like some avocado dyed papers. Yes, yes, you can. Hi, Anne. You love green and pink too. It's a great color combo, isn't it? Oh, really, Sue? I bet that is adorable. You know, I am totally picturing pink and green and some gingham in there. I like it too, Sue. I really like the way it looks. I think that you guys will be able to see it even better. I'm going to do it on just a plain white. Yes. Yes, you might have to sit down. You need a rolly chair to do that, Capri, because you don't want to hyperventilate. You don't want to hyperventilate. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to stick with green for now. Oh, y'all, it came back in. I'm going to have a green mustache. I was kind of trying to, so this paper that I'm using right here right now is some of that, some of the more expensive copy paper that you can get, the brights, you know, and you know what I'm saying. It's just a little bit thicker. It's the paper that I usually reserve for when I'm printing something that I really want to pop, you know. I think that, ooh, that's a good one. Sometimes you have to kind of let the bubbles rest, or they're much smaller. I'm like impatient a little bit. Ooh, I like it. I like it. I actually like this green. And that's funny. That is funny. So, I searched on YouTube because I tried to do it without any guidance, just tried to, I can't remember how I was doing it, but I wasn't doing this. I had bubbles, but maybe I was trying to blow, I don't know what I was doing. Anyway, but the YouTube video that I watched, she did use acrylic paint. And she did have to use quite a bit of acrylic paint to get it to, you know, she had kind of a cornflower blue though. It probably depends on how bright, you know. I wonder if you could do any kind of metallic. That could be fun. Okay, one more of the green. And then I And I also noticed before when I did it, which I did this the first time maybe a week ago. And these are from that. I hope nobody thinks that's disgusting, but they've been sitting over there with the lids on them. When the bubble does like stay on the paper, if you don't pop it, you can see it gets much darker. The stain gets much darker. But I think when you let it relax, all of the suds kind of go down and you get to where you can get back to having more bubbles. Ooh, yeah, Capri. I kind of am liking the mix. That's pretty cool. Can you guys see it? Hope you can see the difference in the color. I keep doing it right in the middle and I have all these edges. I'll be honest, I just love the coffee. And you can see, possibly, I hope you can see, this coffee is strong. Like it smells, it is so strong. Okay. Okay. And I'm just going to leave these bubbles on here and let it soak deep into the paper, you know, to get those little bit darker spots. So that, you know, the variation in the colors is nice. It's the flat round bubble tray so you can cover more area. Yeah, you know, I think that a shallower, definitely a shallower vessel, you know, would be nice. It would be good. You have to be able to have enough water in it to get bubbles, you know, but yeah, I think that would be good. Okay, I was just thinking I was going to do something. Let's see. I'm just going to this green, I'm just going to add some stuff. Pardon me while I move my junk. Let's see, do I have anything that's really bright? I moved most of my paint out of here. So I'm going to just grab, I have this bright blue making powder, DIY making powder. So, you know, why not? Let's give her a go. Let's give her a go and see what happens. Pardon me. Excuse me. Okay. So you can see that seems pretty bright. But I felt like I was putting bright stuff in here before. I'm going to put quite a bit in. Let's see. We'll see if it changes it any. Sorry about that sound, guys. Make sure that it is actually. Because, I mean, it would be nice if this would turn into a really nice teal color. I'm adding more. And I haven't tried it with DIY paint. DIY paint is very highly pigmented, and so I think it would probably work really well. No, red and blue make purple. Linda, that's funny. That's funny. I can see that the bubbles look more blue. And it is, ooh, it's all on the bottom. It's definitely changed color. Oh, I'm kind of excited. Let's see what happens. I'm going to do this color on green paper. It definitely isn't green anymore. I'm going to no, it just kind of is like grayish. You guys, this is definitely going to bring out your inner child, I think. I'm going to do some more on the green here. I mean, you can kind of see on that corner the blue, but I bet that I still probably have powder on the bottom. You can kind of see there where it's got a tealish color. It's just, it's certainly not mixed all the way. Okay, I'm going to do one other thing. I'm in my sweatpants today, y'all. I was a little bit sickly yesterday. I feel good today. But, you know, I took the day off after I started feeling bad. And when your work is at your house, you rarely take time off, you know? Smear that. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. It's because it's funny. I know this is fun. I hope that you guys give her a go. I just wanted to do some splatters with this dark color. I think you can definitely see it there, but I will go ahead and do that with the spatula. Yeah. Kim, I think that's a great idea. Mix with some, yeah. I love splatter too. I really do. And you know, I feel like it's something that I sometimes forget. Like I forget that little it adds a lot to your whatever you're working on, I feel like. See that deep blue there? And you know what? This may have been how I was trying to do it before. Like even laying the suds on there, it is giving us a different kind of pattern. What time is it? Okay, I have 22 minutes. the little over the page thing that I was going to make doesn't take long. Let's get some blue on this too. I feel like it can't really mess it up if I stack them. Ooh, ooh, that is definitely not splatter. That's more like, do you guys ever do stuff like this where you just like are messing and then, I don't know, I just start stacking the papers? This is mixing it up a little bit more too. And it doesn't give us the elephant. It doesn't give us the elephant. Oh, hey, on my ticker down there, you guys, if you do #summit, then you will get a link to go and look at Royce's summit that is happening next month. It's called Crafted to Create. And I know I'll forget, but it's me, Lalani, Royce, Jane, Robin, Liz. Like there's the list is on there when you get the link. And then of course, as always, you know, the paper pack. I have October's paper pack sitting here. I'm fitting it together today, but it's not too late. You have until September 30th to get on the October paper pack. Let's see if that mixed it up enough that we can. We can see a difference. I still just think it kind of looks gray. I mean, I feel like there's so many possibilities here, right? You go outside. I probably should. I have a work laptop from my employer, and every now and then I'll look and there's like paint splatter all over that laptop because sometimes I bring it in here to work. I'm like, well, let me get that off of there. So you guys tell me. I mean, there is soap in here. This is just water, but that is coffee. And I have in my mind, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, but doesn't coffee get stinky and spoiled? Am I wrong about that? Because I'm kind of thinking that, like eventually, I do invoicing and payroll for a over-the-road trucking company. It's a small business. Me and the girl have known each other for, gosh, almost 20 years now, probably. We used to both work at the same company. And then when we both left, I started working for her. I mean, it is, I don't work very many hours a week. Yeah, okay, Linda, because I was like, I feel like there have been times things have been a little stinky. And I don't want that. So what do you guys think? I think they're fun. I definitely like the green and coffee together. It's nice. I don't mind the blue, but I really like this. I didn't even do that. Let's see, since we got stuff out. I mean, I feel like Yeah, yeah. It grows mold if left wet. Yeah. I've never had issues with stuff I've done with coffee. Like I have coffee in a spray bottle, that I'll use. Um, and I just don't, yeah, I don't have issues usually, but again, I'm gonna see if we can't do something fun with this. I'm just gonna get this really wet and see, just kind of see what happens. I was hoping it would like spread out a little bit. Let's, I've really gotten into using things I used when I painted furniture and having it translate over here into paper. So that's kind of fun. I definitely encourage you guys to play with your stuff, I mean, you might just discover something cool and fun. Okay. That's funny. Yeah, you can't waste that, right? You don't want to waste that. This one here is really wet. So when I'm doing stuff like this, you guys, I have these. My desk is metal. And I just, I don't want it hanging around that wet, but I don't really want to take the time right now to dry it. So I definitely will utilize those clips, those magnet clips, and just kind of have them hanging all over the place, out of my way if they're super wet or more wet like that one was. This one here is probably the most dry. So I will go ahead and start my little folder that I wanted to do. It's really probably not anything new. But I thought I ought to make something too. I don't know that this needed. I am going to take my paper towel and just move that pigment so that it's not on the making powder. You can mix it with like a top coat. Hey, Christy, we're doing bubble paper, friend, blowing bubbles. So I'm gonna just try and fold this into thirds. I just watched my good buddy Kathleen. No, she's not my buddy. I mean, she's very nice, I'm sure. But she doesn't know who I am. That might be a little long. I think I want it to be right about here. And then this would be like a journal spot in a journal like a journaling spot. Get off. Get off me. Oops. So I just folded it in thirds. Oh, Lord. And everybody here knows about my cutting. I'm challenged, very challenged. So I just folded it in thirds and then folded it about a third, 2/3. So that will be like that. Okay, let's think. This is probably not gonna be right. It's a little medieval looking, like a shield, like a knight. I think I kind of want that rounded too. Okay, so if you glued this down, you wouldn't have to. You could just put it, you know, or if you glued it down, you could make it a tuck on this side. I think I might do that. I would probably glue it like that and then have it where it opened up. You guys, after me, Celeste, Moments with Celeste is on. So be sure you refresh your page. Kind of move that like that. And then, you know, honestly, if you wanted to, you could make this into an envelope. But I think I just want it to be like a writing. And this is so cattywampus. I feel like I just need to embrace the, I mean, this is Carnival, right? This is supposed to be fun. So why not just kind of make it like that. I actually like that better. I like that better. Hey, Marilyn. How are you, lady? Okay. And I think I kind of like doing the, oh man, this paper's kind of wet. Let's get a little bit. Maybe a little bit sturdier paper. And that might be too big. Yeah, it'll be all right. Just kind of want this on the edges so that when it's in a journal, you can see that it, you know, opens, and I don't think it needs to be all over, maybe. So yeah, the fun part, the project part of this is the bubble paper for sure. I mean, anytime I get to make anything with paper, I'm happy, but I would love to see what you guys do with it, what you come up with. I think I like that. We'll see if I can't get this paper that's, you know, this is just regular printer paper, even though it is a little thicker than average. Still, I sometimes find it hard to get these things to work on because it's just that much thinner. So I just doubled it up to make it easier to punch. Okay. And my good buddy Linda sent me, because I don't know, I was holding this some kind of a way to get it to where I could put the brad through this, but not, you know, but have that shank area so that you could get the twine around. And I was struggling, so she sent me, she was trying to tell me about a template. I wasn't getting it, so she sent me one. And I'm just eyeballing this. I don't care if it's perfectly centered. You can probably tell that about me. Threads. There you are. Oh, come on. Every time I see one, my fat finger, I wanted them to be the same color. Hey, Lindy, how are you? I bet Lindy's on later, maybe after Celeste. Okay, so what I'm going to do, we made bubble paper, Lindy. So much fun. Like a kid with our chocolate milk. So I am going to I'm going to go through both. This is so simple. I don't know why I always have to think about it, but I do. What time is it? I got 4 minutes. And I am cattywampus, but again, I don't really care. I don't think that kind of stuff just doesn't bother me. I know it bothers a lot of people. Just don't bother me. So I just am folding up a piece that's a little bit thicker. And that's a little bit too thick. And just putting it under here so that when I put the brads, you know, when I put them down like this, there is that space. I did have, she made the little template where you actually, it's just got the hole and then it's got a slit here so that you can put it in there, do the brad, and then pull it out. But at a certain point, this is what I started doing. Lizzie! Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me, Christy. I'm just going to use some art glitter glue. Same thing here. Where is your jig? It is, you see this pile right here? This one? I think it's under there. I'm pretty sure it's under there. Linda's like, I'm not helping you anymore if you lose the stuff that I give you to help you. I mean, this does not work as well as the jig, let me just say. But okay, you guys, Celeste. Oh my gosh, is it Moments with Celeste? That's right, I think. Not by Celeste, Moments with Celeste. And so there we go. This would be either glued in or just paper clipped around a page or a tuck spot. You know, there's a lot you can do with something like that. But I like these little things like that for writing space. I'm looking for my twine. Oh, I just had it. Make me a necklace. Oh. Can it have, if it's going to hold my tools, can it also have those candy? You remember the candy necklaces? I want my necklace to have candy, Linda. I want a candy necklace. Okay, you guys, refresh your page. Celeste is on right now. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit, and go blow bubbles. Go blow bubbles and have some fun. See you next time.